Game On. Presented by Bank of Hawaii.
And a very pleasant good evening from Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center, where tonight it's a huge Big West Conference early season matchup as the University of Hawaii plays host to the Anteaters of UC Irvine. And this is Game On, presented by Bank of Hawaii for Rainbow Warrior Basketball. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday evening. Scott Robbs, along with the playmakers Johnny White, Kavika Hallams. Hawaii back home after a road split to California. Let's take a look at the results from last week's trip to the mainland for Hawaii, where they opened up against Bakersfield, came away with a nice 11-point victory, and then took on maybe the hottest team at the time in the Big West in CSUN, and the Matadors pulled away late for the 10-point victory. And here's some thoughts on last week's split.
Overall, on the road, I think we did play really well. Obviously, against Bakersfield, we got off to a really good start against them, and we were able to maintain that majority of the game, and I felt like we were in a good spot there, and we got that win. And then CSUN, they've been playing really well. Compared to last year, they got a new coach. They play extremely hard, and we were there with them for the whole game. I think they were a bit tougher than us down the stretch of the game, which really affected us at the end, and we just weren't able to push through at the finishing line.
We kind of had ups and downs throughout the weekend. Like even Bakersfield, we won by double digits, but there's still things to work on. And when we get into Northridge, we're pretty confident, we're pretty hyped up. We just had a few weaknesses, a few mistakes that led to them taking the lead, and then overall just ending up with the win.
We traveled well. We got a great group to travel well. We've always talked about that being a big part of performing on the road. We've been good on the road over the years. Came out of the gates well in both games. Northridge is playing really well as they've been in our league, and thought we came out with a great mindset and tight game. And again, some miscues, key turnovers, some lapses late when we could have pulled it off.
Well, like the CSUN game, many games this year, Hawaii has struggled down the stretch to close out games or pick up wins. So we asked Coach Ganot, how come?
I think over the last 7 years, prior to the last maybe year and a half, that's probably been a strength of ours. And so a little surprised by how we've been. We live for the big moments. We've been great in the big moments. The last year and a half, we've had some go the other way. And usually it could be one thing, it could be a little bit of both. I think it's been on both ends, to be honest. Lapses defensively to give up a three, or let guys get to the rim, or let guys get to the line. And if anything, for the whole, not just the last couple minutes, for the year for us, has been the turnovers. Turnovers hurt our offense, they hurt our defense, they hurt a lot of things, even rebounding when the guys are attacking in transition. So our focus is going to be there first.
Thursday in the Big West Conference. How about that game right there? Not a surprise UC Davis won, but by the margin 20 over CSUN in action. UC San Diego up big on Long Beach State. Cal Poly trails UC Riverside, and there you see a tight one between Bakersfield and UC Santa Barbara. Let's take a look at the current standings as of right now. Tonight's opponent, UC Irvine, at the top, sitting at 4-0. UCSD also unbeaten at 3-0. There you see Hawaii smack dab in the middle of the standings at 1-2 in conference play and 9-6 overall. But guys, I want to ask you, what do you guys see is one of the reasons why Hawaii struggled closing out games recently?
It's not an easy answer, Scott, but it's just something that's surprising for me when you're losing to teams that are picked to finish 10th in the Big West standings in CSUN. You go on the road, tied at the half, come back with the leadership that you have on this basketball team with all the seniors returning. Yes, Javon had a nice 19-point, 23-point game on the road, but when you can't close out teams that are picked to finish second to the last in your conference, that's concerning, but that's something that needs to be corrected, and hopefully it begins here tonight.
And CSUN, obviously, they were picked to finish second to last. However, they've been the surprise of the league this season. But that is a big concern this season right now, Scott Robbs, is that UH hadn't been able to really finish games the way they wanted to finish games. And the good thing about it is that it's fixable, but it has to be fixed tonight, because every game in the Big West is going to be tough, and you have to, those last 2 to 3 possessions of the game, you have to have something where you can go to and close out games. And UH, unfortunately, this year, they had 3 or 4 opportunities late in games and they've turned the ball over. They hadn't got a good shot. They hadn't executed. They have to turn that corner tonight and really fix that, because you don't want that to kind of plague you all season. Some teams can go in those lulls. I used an example like the Golden State Warriors. They're a great team, but for whatever reason, they can't win on the road. It just plagues them every single year for the past season and a half. UH do not want to fall in that rut where closing games out is something that they can't do.
Well, you talk about preseason polls. Hawaii picked to be third. Nobody ever won a championship in a preseason poll.
Right,
but Hawaii needs to start playing like the third place team that the coaches said they possibly are.
They do have to start playing like that team. It starts here tonight versus a really good Irvine team that's 4-0 in the league. We know Irvine is going to come in here and really make it tough for Hawaii. They're going to defend. They're going to get up in you. They're going to rebound the basketball. They're going to take away your first and second option on the defensive end. Hawaii has a great opportunity tonight to turn the table, because it's still a lot of parity in this league. We see Long Beach is down right now. Seasong has lost. So right now, Santa Barbara's probably going to lose tonight. Irvine is the top of the barrel in this league right now.
Yeah, they're kind of the team every year you're looking at saying, all right, we got to chase them. We got to try to catch them. Hawaii has an opportunity to do that here tonight. And the guys I'll be calling the action, they're courtside, of course. They're talking about Kanoa and Artie.
Hey, thanks a lot, Scott. Yes, next to Artie Wilson, I'm Kanoa Leahy. And Artie, just to expand a little bit on what the corner crew was talking about, what will it take for Hawaii to turn that corner, in your opinion, to find better execution down the stretch of these tight ball games that they've been experiencing here in recent weeks?
Well, each and every individual on the team has to make a winning play. They have to believe that they can make the winning play, and they have to be willing to take the shot or make the defensive stop or grab the great rebound or get a putback. Some guys are running away from that opportunity, but I think the team, as a team, everybody's got to be willing to step up and do it, and then somebody has got to be the one to actually do it.
Well, the guy who has never been scared or shy to take those big moment shots, Jovan McClanahan, who has played really well in Big West Conference play, averaging 16 points over the 3 league games. He is averaging 10.5 points overall this season. Jovan, once again, setting the tone in terms of a little bit of that toughness out there on the floor.
Well, without Jovan, there wouldn't be toughness. Right now, Jovan has been the guy, the most courageous guy, the guy that's given the most effort and energy, and he's been willing to fight for wins. Other guys have to get with him. They've got to go down the alley, go down the street with him and say, I got your back, I'm there. And they have to want to win. They want to fight their way to a victory. Sometimes it's not about just execution of plays and about running the right set. Sometimes it's about having that want to, and your want to being greater than the people you're playing against.
Well, you heard the corner crew talking about the Big West Conference preseason poll, and while most coaches downplay the preseason poll no matter where their teams are selected, Russell Turner, head coach for UC Irvine, he was honest with us and said, no, we were a little bit annoyed by the fact that we were preseason picked to finish 4th in the conference. This is one of the teams that has been a perennial contender, but they lost a couple of their top scorers, Dawson Baker and DJ Davis, to the transfer portal from last season. And so Russell Turner said, we had the mindset setting out this year that we're going to prove some of those naysayers wrong, the ones that thought that we would fall back because of those losses.
Yeah, no question about it. One thing about talking with Coach Turner, you love talking with him because he gives you just the straight scoop. He gives you, I mean, it's unfiltered. He basically tells you exactly what he's thinking. He'll also tell you the truth. He doesn't just do coach speak. And he said his team will come in. He feels like they'll come in ready to play. There's something that they have to prove, but he also understands that every time they come into this arena, it's always a competitive ball game, and he expects the Rainbows to come out and play a great game, and his team has got to be at their best.
A couple of guys that are going to lead the Anteaters on the floor. They have Pierre Crockrell. He is their point guard. He is the top assist man in the Big West, averaging over 6 dimes a game. And Justin Hone, who has had to take on a greater scoring responsibility because of the aforementioned transfers. He's the team's leading scorer, averaging 14 per.
Well, it's going to be beautiful to see the 2-point guards going against each other. I mean, you've got both those guys, Pierre and Jovan, both for their respective teams. They are the maestro. They are the conductor. They are the ones who make it go. They're the head of the snake. Which one will stand at the end of this ball game.
Well, Hawaii has lost its last 3 straight home games. The last time they've lost 4 in a row was 12 years ago. But it is Taylor Swift night here in the arena, which means Hawaii is just going to have to already shake it off.
Or stay out of trouble. There you go.
All right, let's send it back to the corner crew.
Well, those are 2 more song names than I know. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from that young man, Ryan Rapp. It's Hawaii, UC Irvine.
It was between Hawaii and USF. And so I already had that connection previously with the University of Hawaii. And I've got, I know Iran pretty well. My grandpa actually coached Orangana at Division III. So I've known Iran for a long time. You can't beat the culture here. All the fans, all the culture. I really appreciate it. It's basically having another family away from home.
Back in Chile, Mānoa, Hawaii, and UC Irvine, the words of Ryan Rapp and how he has a connection to the University of Hawaii. Let's take a look at the profile for this young man out of Melbourne, Australia. He's a junior, transferred last year into the program from Washington State. He's appeared in a dozen games. He's gotten 3 starts. His offensive numbers, not the greatest as of right now, but he's going to get more opportunity. And let's hear more from Ryan.
Personally, I just want to stay injury-free. I've been hurt for probably at least the last 2 years of my college career, and it's just been nice just to be able to be healthy again and just being able to be back out on the court. You take it for granted sometimes that you get to play the game you love every day, and so it's just nice to be able to be out on the court and just do it for all your loved ones and all your teammates.
It's his 5th year of college. He knows our system. You know, obviously some guys need to earn the opportunity, and when they earn the opportunity, they need to perform and hopefully build some confidence with that. And so he's coming off probably his best game since he's been here. You know, you can play him at multiple positions. He's got good length. He can shoot the ball. He can make plays off the bounce, and hopefully something we can build off of. It's not what you want. We want to have a more consistent rotation. We've been able to play 10 guys, which has been good as well. But we need some more consistency from that spot. Hopefully Ryan can provide that.
I knew I could contribute to this team, and that's the only thing I really want to do is just help out the team in any way I can just to help us win, whether that be I'm starting, whether that be I'm coming off the bench, if I'm not playing. I just want to be a leader in the locker room, try and motivate guys just to keep working, and anything's possible as long as you keep working.
Hashtag what? All right, time now for hashtag what? Brought to you by Heineken.
Beautiful
Kapika,
voice.
you go
Beautiful
first
voice.
with your hashtag.
You know, mine is simply hashtag make believe. He needs to make believers of everyone in this arena, also the coaching staff, and give his teammates the opportunity to see that he is the right man to covet that number 3 spot on the basketball court. You know, the more he plays, the more he's going to get comfortable in this system and on this basketball team. So I like the fact that he's given this opportunity, but he needs to make believers of this coaching staff as well as his own teammates to show that this is the right move long term.
And I'm in agreement with you. And my hashtag is the acronym STOP, meaning seize the opportunity. And we've heard this word opportunity come up time and time again. This is an opportunity for Ryan Rapp to really show us what he can do. And he's been put in the starting lineup. He really knows this system back like the back of his hand, like Coach Orangana said. But he has to produce a little bit more. He has to be a lot more efficient than he has been, scoring 1.8 points a game. I think Michael Cotton gave him a little bit more energy, but he has this opportunity. Let's see what he does with it, and we just all wish him the best, and hopefully we can see what the coaches see him in him as well.
Yeah, that's been a blank space. Isn't that another Taylor Swift
That is
song?
another Taylor Swift
Thanks
song.
for telling me, Johnny.
You're welcome, Scott Robbs.
That 3 spot has been kind of a blank space since Samuta graduated last year, and you mentioned Cotton. He's getting a chance in Rapp. One of those 2 has got to really seize the opportunity.
You're right, Scott. And, you know, we sit over here and we coach on the sideline or whatnot. A lot. And we're not there day to day with the coaching staff and the team, so we really don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But I do feel they have in Morsek. I think what Morsek showed us last year, I think we should see him a little bit more on the court and give him a little opportunity, because he can be a difference maker, and you want difference makers, especially in conference play. So I think moving forward, we are going to see a lot more Morsek.
Could be in about 100 words or less, if possible. What are you looking for that position, or what kind of player in this offense do you need?
Competitiveness. You got to be that guy like Artie's talking about. Who's going to make the big shot, get the key rebound, the loose ball. Matthew Cotton, don't count him out in this rotation, because now he gets to sit and let it all just digest and come back with even more passion when he gets that opportunity to get back on the basketball court. Now they understand these minutes in that position is very, very difficult to come by. Seize that moment.
We may see Rapp out there tonight. We'll see if he takes advantage of it. Alrighty, the three of us are going to take a break. When we come back, we'll break down tonight's big matchup.
And only averaging 10 points, but on the road, 21 points over the past weekend. And he's a guy, big guy, stepping up in big situations, particularly in conference play. Javon straight getting it done for the Warriors.
All right, let's take a look at the statistical comparison between these two teams. 11-5 are the Anteaters. Hawaii checks in at 9-6, but more importantly, Irvine 4-0 in conference. Hawaii 1-2, and as you can see, in pretty much every category, the Anteaters hold the advantage, except for a 3-point field goal per game. Hawaii up over 8 per contest. How about for Irvine, Johnny White?
And already talked about this young man, Pierre Crocker. We know what Devin Tillis and Justin Hahn going to bring, but Crocker is the maestro, and as he goes, so does his team. Averaging 6 assists per game, 6 points, and that's going to be a good little chess match, a game within a game with Javon McClanahan and Pierre Crocker.
All right, time now for the scouting report. And here's Coach Ganot on the Anteaters.
It's a 20-game gauntlet. We were only 3 games in, so there have been physical battles. You know, whether you come off a great win or a tough loss, you better be ready to go. You can't be too high or low, and Irvine's coming in. You know, we've had a lot of physical battles with them over the years and won't expect anything different. They're obviously plus 9-10 on the boards, doing a good job offensively, always been great defensively, very physical. They play 10, 11 guys as well, so really excited and looking forward to a tough matchup on Thursday.
All right, the pundits always say you got to protect home court and split on the road. Hawaii opened up Big West play with that overtime loss to Cal State Fullerton. They did split on the road, but also you're looking at a UC Irvine team, as you mentioned earlier, Johnny. They always seem to be contending for the conference championship, even though it's only the 4th of 20 games in the Big West. I think this is a big game for Hawaii.
Oh, big time, man. I know Coach talked about we're young, we're just in. There's 20 games in this conference season. I'm glad you brought that Cal State Fullerton game up, because that game really set the tone for this early season struggle for the Hawaii Warriors. And now you come against the beast of the conference. I'm calling him the beast. 4-0 on an amazing win streak, but rightfully so. And I love Russell Turner's attitude. He got upset when they're ranked 4th in the preseason. It means a lot to him, but that's a winner's mentality. There's no humility in being second best, 3rd, 4th, 5th. You want to be the best team. Now they're emerging as that conference favorite, and this is why Hawaii has a golden opportunity to show that they belong on the top shelf.
And Scott, every game moving forward is the biggest game of this season for the University of Hawaii. They have to bring the best version of them every time they step on the court. And tonight, we know Russell Turner's team going to come in here and try to be extremely physical. Hawaii has to match that physical. They have to be the aggressors, punch first, and it's an easy recipe to a win tonight. Play harder, play smarter, and play together, and UH can come out victorious.
All I know is every time these two teams hook up in Honolulu, there's a lot of excitement. It's intense, and I'm sure it's going to be a fun one here tonight. The three of us will be back at halftime, but coming up next, it's the national anthem, Hawaii Ponui, and then the tip with Kanoa and Artie calling it Hawaii, UC Irvine from Mānoa.
Gentlemen, at this time, if you are able to please rise for our national anthem, we ask that you remove your hats, and veterans are encouraged to render a hand salute as we welcome to Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center award-winning artist Kamaka Kehal Fernandez.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Hawai'i pono I nana I komo I alani ali I ke ali I makua lani e kameha meha e na kaua e pale me ka ihe akua lani e kameha meha e na kaua e pale me ka ihe. Go Bows!
How you guys doing? Okay.
Aloha basketball fans, and welcome to Simplify Arena at the Stan Sheriff Center for tonight's Big West Conference men's basketball game between UC Irvine Anteaters and your Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Here is your starting lineup for the Anteaters. At forward, a 6'6" junior from Los Angeles, California, number 11, Devin Tillis. At center, a 7'1" junior from Karlsfeld, Germany, number 15, Ben Leuchten. At guard, a 6'4" senior from La Canada, Flint Ridge, California, number 4, Andre Henry. At guard, a 6'2" senior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, number 2, Justin Hohen. At guard, a 6-foot, fifth-year senior from Tacoma, Washington, number 3, Pierre Cockrell II. The head coach for the Anteaters is Russell Turner.
No friends in the industry, I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies. A fact. Let us start a beat, don't wanna keep it rap. Yeah, you hit us up and now we owe you something back.
At forward, a 6'8" graduate student from Cary, North Carolina, number 1, Justin McCoy. At 4, the 6'9" senior from Rio das Ostras, Brazil, number 5, Bernardo da Silva. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Melbourne, Australia, number 22, Ryan Rapp. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Vallejo, California, number 3, Jovan McClanahan. And at guard, a 6'2" senior from Leopoldsburg, Belgium, number 4, Noel Coleman. The head coach for the Rainbow Warriors is Iran Ganat.
Of conference play, the Rainbow Warrior basketball team holds a 1-2 Big West record and looks to snap a 3-game home losing streak. Senior Jovan McClanahan has been a bright spot through 3 Big West contests as the 5'10" point guard is averaging 16 points per game while dishing out over 3 assists. Tonight, the league frontrunner is in the house as the first place UC Irvine Anteaters take on the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors. With that, we welcome you inside Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Kanoa Leahy's sitting next to Artie Wilson. Artie, take us through the Kaiser Permanente keys to the game.
For Irvine, they want to defend the 3, realizing Hawaii leads the Big West in 3 pointers made. Russell Turner knows his team must defend the 3-point shot. And for Hawaii, it's simple. Finish each half. Make more defensive plays and more offensive plays in the end of every half. Hawaii will have a chance to win this ball game. They have to do it in the last 3 minutes or so of each half.
These are 2 teams that have been trending in opposite directions, where UC Irvine has won 5 of its last 6. Hawaii has lost 5 of its last 7, including its last 3 home games. Trying to turn things around, and what a statement it would be to be able to take down the lone 4-0 team right now in the Big West Conference in UC Irvine. Jovan McClanahan controls here, and the opening possession for Hawaii. And they get it into Bernardo da Silva, working against Bent Leuchten, and he walks with it. Da Silva coming off of a 2-point performance in 24 minutes in the loss at CSUN. The Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Ryan Rapp making his 4th straight start here tonight for the Bows.
In the first possession, Bernardo was excited to get the ball down low and traveled.
Meanwhile, he grabs the rebound after the Justin Hone miss. Hone wearing number 2 for the Anteaters, top scorer on the team with 14 a game. Here's McClanahan coming off of a season-high 23-point performance against the Matadors. UC Irvine 11-5 overall. They're again 4-0 in the Big West Conference. As Andre Henry gets cut off on the drive. Played a really tough non-conference slate. Pierre Cockrell with the floater, that doesn't go. And now McClanahan looking to push. And not shy at all, goes right to the rim, can't finish with the left. Leuchten clears it and then almost throws it away. Now it's Justin Hone ahead to Henry in the lane, and he breaks the ice. Andre Henry averaging just under 10 points a game in his 4th year with UC Irvine, 6'4" senior from La Cañada and Flint Ridge, California.
Well, both teams going up and down the floor, not running offense. They're just trying to get transition baskets. You like to see both teams have confidence taken to the rack.
Hawaii 9-6 overall, 1-2 in the Big West. Here's Rapp getting cut off, finds Da Silva, deep touch with the left, puts it up and in.
Good look inside by Rapp to Da Silva, and Bernardo being aggressive early in this ballgame.
Mentioned the tough non-conference slate for UC Irvine. A couple of notable performances along that stretch too. A win at USC, And then what should have been a win at Viejas against last year's national runner-up San Diego State, a lead that they lost in the closing minute.
Yeah, they didn't finish in that ball game.
Rapp's going to fly a three. Goes a little long with it. And the rebound out to Hone. Justin Hone all the way to the rim, but the layup trickles off the iron.
It wasn't great defense by the Rainbow Warriors that time, and great drive, just a little hard off the glass.
Almost 3 minutes into this one. Only 4 points total to speak of. Justin McCoy off the glass and in. McCoy, second on the team. And scoring 10.9 points a game.
Good offensive execution by the Rainbow Warriors. Nice back screen, and McCoy positioned himself right under the basket, got the ball where the defender couldn't really challenge.
McCoy went for career high 18 points against Bakersfield. This is Hone for three, and he splashes down 6'2". A redshirt senior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, in his 5th year with the program, and having to adopt a much more responsible scoring role here in this offense with the departures of top scorers from last year, Dawson Baker and DJ Davis, both to the transfer portal. Under 10 to shoot. That one poked away by Crockrell. And then McClanahan couldn't retrieve it. And it goes out of bounds, and he was last to scrape it as he reached for it. And so UC Irvine will have the basketball inbounding from the baseline as they take a look at Russell Turner. He's been doing this for a while, 14th season atop this program, 4-time Big West Conference Coach of the Year.
One thing about Russell Turner, his team always competes.
Loishton trying to muscle against Da Silva. Hook shot not going. A couple of close shots for Irvine not falling here early on.
Yeah, good job by Da Silva. Playing body and position.
Da Silva over the left shoulder, and the jump hook goes. So Bernardo Da Silva has already doubled his production from a game ago.
And Bernardo, after making the little jump hook, he gave the guys too little. He's 7'1", Bernardo. Check it out now.
Oh, he gave him the too small gesture.
Too small gesture. Okay, Bernardo.
Well, Loishton's going to have a chance at a little bit of vengeance here. Crockrell, the teardrop goes. Pierre Crockrell the second.
Good assist. Nice movement of the basketball.
Crockrell averaging 6 and 6. 6 points, 6 assists per game. He's tops in the assist category in the league. Big West Conference honorable mention a season ago. Former transfer from Pacific. And a foul committed on the perimeter by Andre Henry on Noel Coleman. Well, here's Bernardo.
A little jump hook, I like that. And then going down the court. Come on, Bernardo. He's a little too small, huh? Okay.
Store or Google Play. So an early 7-6 lead here for UC Irvine. Hawaii, though, with the advantage thus far in the paint. Got a couple of buckets from Bernardo Da Silva. What do you think about the first segment, the way things have started out here for Aran Ganat's crew? Aran, of course, in his 9th season atop the program.
Yeah, well, I think the Rainbows have come out and they're playing a little more inspired basketball. They're playing from inside out, so they're trying to get the ball inside. Bernardo has been aggressive, just as McCoy has been good inside. It will still come down to some jump shots going to have to be made. And I like the fact that the officials are allowing both teams to play.
Not too many whistles through that first segment. And here's Bernardo again on the touch. 6 seconds to shoot. Noel Coleman has to retrieve it. He's going to have to get it up. Off-balance shot. Does not hit rim. That's going to be a shot clock violation. And UC Irvine takes over.
Coming out of a timeout, you've got to recognize how much time is on your shot clock, and you've got to get a quick hitter. You cannot do that. That just can't happen.
Crockrell. Deep in the lane, doesn't go, and now Hawaii a chance in transition. McCoy gets cut off. Here's De Silva. Several subs out there for UC Irvine. And we're going to have a whistle away from the basketball. It's going to go against UC Irvine. We mentioned the substitutes. You have Carter Welling, number 22, out there, along with Dylan Thorner, wearing number 0. And also on the court, Hayden Welling. So the two Welling brothers, both from Draper, Utah, now in the game for UC Irvine. Meanwhile, Hawai'i comes in with Morsek, the 7-footer. And also Matthew Cotton, who's been coming off the bench the last 4 games after starting the first 9. Under 10 to shoot on this possession. McClanahan lobs it to Sek, and he lays it up and in.
Like the good soft pass by McClanahan. Good catch and finish by Morsek.
So Hawai'i jumps in front, 8-7. And now a whistle is going to go against Sek as he was wrestling with Welling for position. And that's his first. Should be stated, UC Irvine, as you take another look at that Sek finish at the other end. UC Irvine playing without its top scorer off the bench in Darren Saran, averaging 11 points a game. The freshman from Istanbul, Turkey, coming down with a case of appendicitis. So we wish him well for an early recovery. Langston Redfield comes into the game, but one of the guys off the bench who they have relied on for some scoring punch, not available here for the Anteaters, but there's a punch.
Nice assist.
Carter Welling throwing it down.
Yeah, that's a great assist too by Redfield. Just a nice assist. Drop that dime.
Von McClanahan, nice turnaround maneuver, and these teams trading blows here.
Yeah, it's like a prize fight right now. Each guy throwing jabs and the occasional right hand.
Hard hedge there by McCoy. Under 10 on this possession for Irvine. Welling will try a 3 and hit it and get fouled. So a chance at a 4-point play. Morsek picks up his second foul within a matter of moments. As you take a look at a couple of big-time Carter Welling moments.
Yeah, great assist, good finish. And then Morsek just, you got to keep your hands straight up. Can't go in an angle. He picks up his second foul. Now he's done for the first half.
Now Bernardo da Silva has to come quickly back into the game. Juan Munoz also making his first appearance. Seen his minutes dwindle a little bit here over the last couple of weeks, Artie.
Yeah. And Juan's got to come in and get comfortable. I think he's got to get a good lather going.
Silva looking aggressive here, too strong there. The tip, though, goes and one for Justin McCoy.
McCoy did a nice job of an offensive rebound, a tip in. And the one thing you can see, Bernardo is being extremely aggressive, and McCoy hangs with it, gets fouled, and will get one more.
So here is Justin McCoy, a 6'8" grad transfer from North Carolina, averaging just under 11 a game, 6 rebounds. Both of those second on the team, but he rims out the would-be 3-point free throw. Irvine hanging on to a 1-point game. These two teams have played just some incredible late game battles over the years as Thorner lets it fly, and a good box out there by Da Silva. And Hawai'i has played particularly well in this series as of late in this building.
Yeah, at home Hawai'i's played really pretty well.
Da Silva goes up, draws the whistle on Carter Welling. Well, this is a different Bernardo than what we saw on the road in Northridge.
It's like there's a special drink he has or something, because this is not the Bernardo we saw the last couple of ball games. This is a new human being right here.
He's third on the team in scoring. 10.8 points a game. Free throw shooting, though, was 54% on the season, but he's third in the Big West Conference with his 60% field goal clip. And also the team leader in double-doubles. He has 4 of them this year. Goes 1 of 2 from the line there. So we're tied at 13 here, about 8 minutes into this first half. Harry Ruliadef into the game for Hawaii. This is Dean Keeler. Big body at 6'11". A series of moves, but De Silva was stout defensively.
Good, strong positioning by Bernardo.
Munoz drops it off to Bernardo, and the lay-in is good. And a little look towards the Irvine bench from Bernardo. Not only is he scoring, but he's a little frisky here early on.
Okay.
And there he is muscling down the board, draws the foul. And that's going to get us to another timeout on the floor. 11:31 to play. Back and forth we go. The Rainbow Warriors trying to end a home losing streak. Lead by a bucket. And the connection, Munoz to Bernardo. On the money. Well, Hawaii in the paint, getting it done already. 14 of Hawaii's 15 points have come in the lane. They're outscoring UC Irvine 14-4 in that category.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job on the inside of battling and competing and winning so far.
Hawaii up 15-13 as we take a look at the Hyundai head-to-head stat line, and we're just going to reiterate the points in the paint differential. Surprising here a couple of segments into this first half?
Yeah, really surprising because Bernardo has not come out with that much fire in the last few ball games. Nice to see him come out with a purpose.
Bernardo with 7 points, 5 rebounds already here in this first frame. And we'll have to play some extended minutes perhaps with the 2 quick fouls picked up by Morsek off the bench. Here's McClanahan's feet were set. Shot not there though. Hawaii 0 for 3 from out there.
Well, they can miss threes if they can dominate in the paint like they've been doing.
A lot of resistance there, and somehow Andre Henry came out of the scrum with it and then laid it up and in.
Yeah, good defense by Hawaii, challenging the initial shot.
Here's Munoz. Drops it off, 6 seconds to shoot. The crowd helping Bernardo keep the time on his mind, but he missed the turnaround. Henry. And that was a nice smooch off the glass by Dean Keeler, the 6'11", fifth-year senior, averaging 6.5 points a game. He's the team leader in blocks as well. He's a big body down there, and he gives Irvine the lead.
They have a number of big bodies, and Coach Russell Turner is able to call on different guys at different times in ball games.
Oh, they'll play a lot of guys, as we'll have a whistle after the miss. Irvine will go about 12 deep in its rotation. Foul's going to go on De Silva. That's his first. And so again, with the 2 fouls to Sec, De Silva just going to have to be a little mindful here of picking up unnecessary whistles. You see the push to the back there of Keeler.
And he's got to be smart, especially the next 9 minutes.
In a bit of a scoring drought here, a little over 2 minutes. Quackrell over Munoz, got it to go. Scoring is not his primary objective. He is a quintessential facilitator out there on the floor, but he's called his own number a couple of times here. He's 2 for 4 from the field, and Irvine leads by 4. Largest lead of this first half, and a reach-in foul will go against Ofure Ujadugele, a 6'4" redshirt senior from Long Beach. In his 5th year with the program. And our first look at Tom Beatty tonight, coming in off the bench.
Yeah, the Hawaii's going deep to their bench as well.
Oh, and the turnover as Ruliadev tried to get it back to Beatty, but he had moved off the spot. So Irvine experiencing a 6-0 run. Hawaii experiencing a 3+ minute drought. Inadvertent horn there from the official scorer's table across the way.
To announce a zone is being played.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
More notifications.
Notification. With offense to run if you're the team in goal.
Devin Tillis from straight on clangs it off the heel, and Yuja Degele able to poke it away from Ruliadev. Tillis again steps into it. That one rims out. And this time secured by Coleman.
Tillis is not shy.
He's shooting 40% from distance.
Well, that's why.
If you're going to take a lot of shots, you hope that you're going to make a lot of shots.
Yep.
8 minutes remaining here in half number 1. Hawaii running this clock way down. 5 seconds to shoot. That one broken up there. The pass deflected by Holmes. Now Crockrell cut off at baseline. Coleman, and Irvine will run a set. That is until Juan Munoz commits the foul about 30 feet from the rim. So another timeout on the floor. Irvine running. Hawaii struggling. Presented by Long's Drugs. The number is 69. Hawaii is 9-0 when scoring 69 or more points this season, but they are 0-6 when scoring 68 or fewer.
Wow, the Rainbow Warriors at 69 is they're pretty good, huh?
69 is the magic number.
It's a magic number. Yes, it is.
Hawaii 47% from the field here so far in this game. They're 0 for 3 from outside the three-point line. This is a team that made 11 against CSUN in the loss in their last game, but they took 38 threes. What do you think about that total, Artie?
That's a lot of shooting. That's a lot of three-point shots.
Meanwhile, Irvine 2 of 6 from out there, and currently on a 6-0 run. Hawaii hasn't scored in over 4 minutes, yet still only a 4-point game. Good movement here. It's Tillis for 3. Finally got one to drop.
No, you can do a zone, and a zone is very good unless they have somebody that can stand out and break it up.
So now the lead is 7, largest of this first half for Irvine. They've scored 9 unanswered. Justin McCoy trying to change that. It pops out.
Like the move by McCoy.
Crockrell leaves it for Tillis. Body's hitting the floor as Leuchten is back in the game for Irvine.
Hawaii's back in their man defense.
They get it to Tillis, back to the basket this time. Cross court, Thorner, 4 seconds to shoot. Now Leuchten, got to go up with it. Tough, one-footed shot. That was Nowitzki-esque, except for the finish.
That was Dirk-like, but it was an elementary Dirk-like.
McClanahan, bounce pass, and worked up and in by Da Silva. He's having himself a half. 9.6 boards for Bernardo.
I like what Bernardo is doing. He's being aggressive, he's being decisive, and good assists by Javon McClanahan.
Hawaii's first points in almost 5.5 minutes. Here's Crockrell being followed by McClanahan. 6 seconds to shoot. Hone drives on Coleman. Tough shot, didn't hit anything.
2 possessions in a row. The Rainbow Warriors they stepped up big time defensively.
Coleman into Leuchten, got blocked. Challenged the big fella.
Big fella said, not down here.
And Thorner tried to draw the contact, no whistle.
This is great because they're letting them play.
And a veteran crew as McClanahan fell to the floor and then stood up, and that's a travel. Jovan arguing that he had lost possession of the ball, but
Nice
see his drop
assist
off
here.
to De Silva here
Yeah.
moments ago.
Wrap around, bam, bounce pass, and De Silva goes to the basket, does not fade away, goes up to the basket.
Mention the veteran officiating crew, Daryl Jelinas, Jeff Wooten, and Johnny Harrington.
Yeah, they're calling a really good ball game thus far, allowing teams to play more set. Is back in the ball game now with 5:33 to go, 2 fouls. He has got to be very aware not to pick up an unnecessary foul.
Letting it fly is Hone. It got blocked by Coleman. So right into the hands of Leuchten. Trying to back in on Moore, and a whistle comes, and it's going to be a foul on Morsek, his third. He has played just over 1 minute and has 3 fouls.
Well, and I said before I could get it out of my mouth, he's got to be careful. That, he's just got to see, the problem with Moore is he's got to play in game situations because you cannot simulate this in practice. You can't, you've got to have him in games so he understands what physical contact is allowed and is good and what is not.
Yeah, a little handsy there. You could see it with that left hand for sure.
And it doesn't need to be. You're 7-1.
This is Tillis. Oh, they pulled the chair out from under him. But he still got the ball out to Hone, who drives it in.
He's tough. He's strong going to the basket.
So the run now for Irvine, 11-2. And the lead is back out to 7. Here's Beatty. Oh, just got the shot up past the waving arm of Carter Welling, who thought he had a swat. It goes out of bounds, and it belongs to the Anteaters. Nifty finish there by Hone with the left.
He's big and strong as a guard.
He's also a soccer player in his high school days at T High School in South Dakota. Under 5 minutes to play. Hawai'i sitting on 17 points. Hone driving in on Coleman and draws the whistle. You would have to say, not just based on the foul totals, but just even optically, Irvine has been the more aggressive team in trying to get to the basket offensively.
Absolutely. They're taking it to the basket. They're forcing the officials to make calls, and they're forcing the Rainbows to play good defense. Hawaii, on the other hand, is running their sets. Irvine is allowing them to run their sets, but in the last 5 to 7 seconds, they're trying to clamp down and create havoc.
Yeah, Hawaii getting paint points, doing so by sending the ball into the post area to its post players, whereas Irvine a little more aggressive on the dribble drive to the bucket.
That's right.
Foul number 3, Jawan McClanahan. His first, 6-15 foul.
So a little clarification there. McClanahan picking up the foul. Both teams with 6 team fouls. And Hone goes 1 of 2. So it's a 12-2 run here for Irvine. Hawaii has missed 6 of its last 7 from the field. And it's going the other way. It's going to be a foul against McCoy for pushing off for position down low. And so it's Irvine basketball.
They're looking for, he got hit in the face. Let's watch it now. You see the left elbow. Pretty good act, too.
That was Ujigele.
Yeah.
It looked like there may have been potential contact, shoulders or above, which could have prompted a review, but no such review from this crew at the moment. Welling up close on Ruliadev. And that is a freshman right there, folks. Carter Welling, 6'10", from Draper, Utah. Oran Ganat having a huge word with Daryl Jelinas, the chief here of this officiating crew. And Oran Ganat has just been teed up. He came out after signaling for the timeout, livid, and was letting Jelinas know it. So we'll take a break here, let the dust settle. Emotions flying high. Irvine on a 14-2 run. What do you see? Keep your eye on Oran Ganat at the top of your screen after this made bucket by Carter Welling.
Well, Iran is not happy about the call a moment ago, and he was upset that the he calls a timeout, and then he has some things to say to the official. The official is holding his hand up saying, don't come out here, don't come out here. Ron has to say the last couple words, and the official said, I told you don't come out here, so I'm giving you a tech.
Yeah, Daryl Gelinas signaling for the technical foul, and even now, Ron Ganot continuing his conversation with the official.
It's a more civil conversation now, and they're getting it, and the official is saying, look, I'm trying to do the best job I can do. It's been a good ball game. We're allowing everybody to play. I know you're frustrated, Coach.
I mean, it's Taylor Swift night at the arena,
yes. So
I mean, it makes sense if there's a little bad blood, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, a little bad blood. Yeah, a little trouble.
Yeah. Ron saying, hey, Daryl, look what you made me do.
Okay. We have a Swiftie here right with us. And believe me, all of these songs are not coming from Kanoa and myself.
She's giving us cues.
She's giving us everything we need to have right now.
Our stage manager, Emily, is helping us out with some of the Taylor Swift song lines and titles.
She could be a local version of Barbie, too. She's just a sweetheart, you know?
Well, Hawaii's going to have to, all right, this will be the last one, shake it off and get back to work here.
Shake it off to shake it up.
It's shake it off.
Okay, shake it up. My bad.
That's a 16-2 run here for Irvine. They lead by 12. Here's Noel Coleman to the baseline. Had a chance to pull up for the shot. Instead, it's Munoz from the corner, and he sails an air ball. Now Crockrell in transition. Ahead it goes.
Great assist.
Finish at the rim by Langston Redfield.
That was one of the nicest assists on the break, where he threw it, a soft assist, a lob, and he caught and finished.
Yeah, nothing fancy, right?
Yeah.
Just well-timed and on the money. And now we'll have a foul called against Welling in the post, and that gets a sarcastic applause from the fans here who feel like Hawaii's been getting the raw deal at that end.
Watch this assist now. Watch this right hand, little lob, soft. Redfield able to catch it and finish.
So Welling picks up his second foul. Dean Keeler checking back in for Irvine. And Bernardo able to hit. And that's a big one. 1-1. Earns himself a second try. Hawaii, couple of extended droughts here in the first half. They had one that was about 5 minutes plus. And that free throw right there ended up another scoring drought of almost 3 minutes. But they only get one on that trip to the line. Ten seconds to shoot. Here's Crockrell. Pulls up from the free throw line and hits. He is just steady.
Well, you know, he's just fundamentally sound. Doesn't over-penetrate, comes up with a jump shot, and delivers the ball to his teammates when he needs to.
Spent 3 years at Pacific before matriculating to Irvine last season as McClanahan gets fouled in the act of shooting the mid-ranger, and Crockrell's going to pick up the foul. And you can see his dismay.
He said he didn't foul, but there's no replay. You can, coach. Let's look at it. Not in college.
Although Russell Turner, one of the Hall of Fame growlers in all of college basketball, isn't he?
Love his voice, love how he growls, love how he communicates.
And while the free throw doesn't go for McClanahan, take another look here at the foul.
Did he hit the elbow or did he go on the inside of the elbow?
You can tell from that replay, but McClanahan misses both.
And you know what they usually say about the ball?
It don't lie.
The ball don't lie.
I mean, it lies some of the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a song, Taylor Swift?
It should be.
Yeah, okay.
Crockrell rims one out from just inside the arc. Hawaii just having a hard time finding shots here, Artie. finally do get it into De Silva with under 10 to shoot. Coleman steps into a 3. Too long with it. McCoy had a beat on the rebound, and he gets fouled, and he will shoot the 1-and-1 bonus.
Good job by Justin McCoy of tracking that shot. Noel Coleman's trying to get his stuff off, but they're making it very difficult for him. Every time he turns, someone is there. And see, if you're the Rainbow Warriors, in my mind right now, I'm going, your half-court stuff is not working. Get the ball off the glass, kick it out, and try and create some transition buckets.
They are also now 2 of 8 from the free throw line in this first half. Hawaii has not scored a field goal in over 4 minutes. Henry almost got that one ripped away by De Silva. Instead, it's Keeler from straight on.
I'm sure Russell Turner just gave him the palms up like, what was that? I love it.
McCoy, off balance, too strong.
The one thing that the bigs for Irvine, they challenge every shot. So they make you alter your shot, your normal shot.
Henry misses the turnaround, and then McClanahan prevents Crockrell from stealing away the board. Closing in on a minute to play. No field goals in now over 5 minutes for Hawaii, following an earlier scoring drought of almost 5.5 minutes. Bernardo not looking to score on that touch. Instead is McCoy, the riser, and he rattles it home. Much needed bucket for Hawaii.
I love what Justin McCoy is doing. He's saying, look, I can do a short man game.
And a timeout taken by UC Irvine. Take another look at McCoy on the riser.
Yeah, that mid-range game is nice. And he needs to do that. Sometimes you have to go outside of your offensive set. If you can get a shot off after a couple of dribbles, you take the jump shot.
Yeah, the mid-ranger. It's interesting what has happened perception-wise to that shot in modern-day basketball.
Well, there's some coaches that only want you to shoot a 3. And if you dribble, you're supposed to get all the way to the basket. The mid-range game still gives you 2 points. Take those 2 points. And sometimes vary from some of your sets where teams are playing where you normally go. Change it up a little bit. Couple dribbles here and there, pull up for jump shots. McCoy can do that. He is able to score. He is probably, in this game, going to be one of the key guys because Bernardo is going to have to continue to battle in the paint, but McCoy's got to get jump shots to fall.
Busy week in Mānoa. We have Rainbow Warrior Volleyball back on the floor tomorrow. The Hanaho rematch with Emmanuel. And we'll have our coverage for you here on Spectrum Sports beginning at 6:30 p.m. Hawaii zoning up here, Artie.
Yeah, it's nice to see. It just takes a little pressure off.
Crockrell gets a good look, though, but can't hit the turnaround. Rebound Rapp.
Hawaii will get the last shot of the half, and we talked about it as one of the keys, finishing the half. Can they get a bucket to go into the locker room with momentum?
It's McClanahan with the rock. He loves these late clock situations. Now Coleman lost it for a moment. Driving baseline, reverse doesn't go. Collected by Leuchten, and that's how the first half comes to an end. Irvine ends the first 20 minutes on a 20-5 run. Hawaii scores the fewest points in a first half this season. The previous low was 21 against Fullerton. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs.
Coach, early in the half, you found success in the paint, but all half long, Irvine's done a really good job on the perimeter. How do you get your offense going in the second half?
Well, we got to still be aggressive. I'm telling you, a lot of times we got some great looks early. We missed them, and then everybody's hesitant. Even inside, we got to play inside out. We got to make shots around the rim, free throw line. I'll give them credit. I think our defense has been good. It's keeping us in this game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Kanoa.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Hawaii 0 for 5 from the three-point line.
But Rainbow Warriors are taking a lot of time to run their stuff. Sometimes just play basketball.
Well, Irvine, we knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Yeah, it's going to be a cruel summer, it looks like.
They sit in control here at the intermission.
And when you look at it, neither team is on fire from the field. Irvine at 41%, Hawaii at home at 38%. It was very cold when we came in here earlier, and it's still very cold. And these teams are reflecting that. 3-point goes Hawaii. They left their 3-point shots in the locker room in the first half. Hopefully they'll come out and make some in the second half. Free throws are pretty even. Rebounds completely even. Points in the paint. Remember there was a point where Hawaii had a 14-2 lead advantage. Now it's 18 to 16 in Irvine's favor. So Irvine has turned the tables. They have taken control of this game, but there is a second half to be played. I would love to see the Rainbow Warriors try and get some tempo, try and get some transition, try and score a couple times where they don't have to be 5-on-5. It can be a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-3 coming down the floor when you have an opportunity. Get a few easy buckets to make people feel good, to see the shots go through the rim, and then you have a chance to get back into this thing.
Well, we saw some visible frustration and emotion from Moranganat in that first half, getting teed up after saying something to head referee Daryl Jelinas. And we'll see if his team responds to some of that emotion here in this second half. Looks like they're coming out in the zone here, Artie.
Yep, they're coming out in the zone. They're trying to shorten this game and slow it down.
Meanwhile, it's Leucht in the deep touch. Ball movement here for Irvine. 5 seconds to shoot. It's Henry on the drive, hangs in the air, no, and the rebound swiped away by McCoy. So here's Coleman in transition.
See, and that's the play right there. I want Noel to come down and look for a shot. Good jump shot. Yeah, good jump shot for Javon, but Noel needs to think shot first and not just to run the offense.
0 points for Noel Coleman, 0 for 4 from the field. He's the team's leading scorer, averaging almost 15 a game.
Hawaii will come back and compete. I expect them to.
Henry draws the contact, no whistle, but he does finish hanging in the air, lead back to 13.
And once again, the officials are allowing them to play. There could have been a foul call. No, they said, hey, play through it, guys. You guys are battling.
Hawaii inexplicably experiencing a scoring drought in that first half of almost 5.5 minutes as De Silva is able to curl that one over the front iron, the drop off by Ryan Rapp. And then they experienced a field goal drought of over 4 minutes. Artie, how do you explain that?
I'm not sure what happened. Somebody, remember we talked about somebody needs to step up and want to be the guy. Nobody has stepped up. Bernardo was playing pretty well early. He got shut down, and then all of a sudden nobody else stepped up.
Now Bernardo, the only player on the floor in double figures. He's got 12. 3-ball is good. Andre Henry, a 43% three-point shooter. You have in UC Irvine a team that is 35th nationally in overall field goal percentage. They're shooting just under 50% as a squad this year. And Henry, if you look at the splits, has had much better scoring performances at home as compared to on the road. But here in this game, he's got 9 on 4 of 7 shooting. Hawaii yet to hit a 3 in this game. Irvine 4 of 9, Hawaii 0 for 5.
And Hawaii comes into this ball game the leading three-point shooting team in the Big West.
Tillis, the bounce pass. Prockrell was running for it. Leuchten collects the rebound. Thought there was a foul, no such whistle.
Yeah. And then once again, the guys in striped shirts are saying, hey, fellas, you figure this out. I like that. As a player, you love to play when the officials are allowing you to be a little physical.
Oh, Leuchten the overplay, but they do call that foul.
Three-pointer a moment ago, just a sweet stroke. Good follow through.
Leuchten picking up his first foul. Ball gets into Coleman. Here's Rapp for 3. And Ryan Rapp is the one to get Hawaii off the schneid from outside the property line.
Ryan Rapp. There was a hashtag, Ryan what? Ryan can knock down a 3, I guess.
Oh, the lob pass to Leuchten. Nice finish there. Cockrell with another assist.
Cockrell is the ultimate maestro.
Coleman lost it on the way up. Who last touched it? And they're going to say it was deflected by the Anteaters. And so it stays here with Hawaii. Still 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Take a look at that. Ryan Rapp a moment ago shot a nice 3-point shot from the head of the key. And then the little lob, nice little finish. Big fella.
Cockrell to Leuchten. Coleman down amongst the trees. Now Rapp. Oh, instead of pulling up for the mid-ranger, passes it back out. The crowd wanted him to pull the trigger.
Well, he's running plays.
McClanahan for 3. That doesn't go. Rapp the offensive board. And a defensive foul called against Cockrell on McClanahan. And that's going to be his second.
Wow. What do you think there, Kanoa?
Didn't look like there was much there on that angle. I mean, particularly when you consider how the officials have allowed this game to play out thus far.
Yeah, the most important thing as a player and as a team and as officials, you want to have it consistent. You want to have it continue to be the way it's been for the entire game and not change things.
Langston Redfield into the game for UC Irvine. Juan Munoz coming in to see if he can inject a little bit of offense here. McClanahan will take a quick respite. Under 10 on this possession. It's De Silva. Nice move, dropping baseline. So Bernardo now with 14 points, 6 of 8 from the field. And has been really the primary, arguably lone bright spot offensively for Hawaii.
And if you're 6 of 8, he needs to be shooting 18.
Tough pull up there by Hone, but he rattles it. 10 points now for Justin Hone. UC Irvine has committed just 1 turnover in this game. They have 10 assists by contrast.
See the good help by the Irvine players. With the ball, without the ball, they help each other an awful lot on the defensive end. Right there, you see the double?
5 seconds to shoot. Rapp will try a 3 again, and he'll hit again! The unlikely sniper. Ryan Rapp, who was 3 of 13 from downtown coming into this game, has just knocked down 2 biggies. Trying to respond is Redfield. And the rebound to McCoy. And we're going to have a whistle ahead of the basketball here. And a little bit of extra talking between a couple. Welcome back. Time now for the Hawaii Honda Dealers highlight reel. And I would have to suggest this is the first highlight reel that we've done featuring Ryan Rapp.
Ryan hashtag Rapp. Let me in, coach. I can do it.
The 6'5" junior from Melbourne, Australia, making his 4th straight start. The guy averaging just under 2 points per game, but you can see a little bit of that confidence swelling, and he knocks down a couple of big 3-pointers here, trying to keep Hawaii in this thing.
Yeah, and they are in it right now. It's a 10-point ball game. There's a lot of basketball to be played. And each and every time that something good has happened for the Rainbow Warriors, Irvine has been able to answer, but 1 or 2 times, if they don't answer the call, Rainbow Warriors can get really right back in this thing.
The largest lead for Irvine was 15. Now down to 10. Munoz looking to inbound out of the timeout. McCoy going to work. And Bernardo da Silva cleans up the spill with a punch.
That is something we haven't seen that often from Bernardo. Who is that man?
That man has 16 points. And Munoz, the steal, is fouled by Redfield. And Hawaii showing some signs of life.
What a great job by Bernardo with the follow-up, and then that inspires the Rainbows to play great defense. Juan Munoz tips the ball away and then gets fouled. Now, if you're Irvine, you're sitting there saying, we got to weather this. We got to weather this. Big possession right here for the Rainbow Warriors.
They have been able to wrestle some of the momentum over to their side. McCoy going baseline. That bounce pass went to nobody, though. It was Dylan Thorner standing in the right spot. He realigns himself in the corner. Doesn't hit the three. The follow-up is blocked by Da Silva.
Bernardo, call me Mr. Da Silva.
Munoz, long with it. McCoy, the offensive board. And Hawaii will take another stab at it. Bernardo da Silva with his 5th double-double of the season. 16 points, 10 rebounds. Coleman for 3. Doesn't get the bounce. But Ryan Rapp comes out of there with the board. His layup blocked. Blocked by Keeler. Hawaii still with the possession. Munoz the lay-in.
Oh, yeah. Juan, let me take it away.
A 7-0 run for Hawaii. Munoz commits the foul on Keeler. Hawaii has changed the vibe in a hurry here in this second half.
Great block a moment ago by Bernardo da Silva that started everything, and then you got to give credit to Ryan Rapp because he kept so many plays alive for the Rainbow Warriors to allow Juan to do something special on that drive.
Ryan Rapp leaving an imprint here. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And like you said, a lot of hustle plays just keeping the possession alive for Hawaii as Keeler hits the free throw. He's a 55% free throw shooter.
That's a big free throw for Irvine. They needed to stop the bleeding a moment.
We mentioned the scoring droughts for Hawaii in that first half. Irvine went almost 3 minutes without a point.
Ooh, those are big-time free throws by the young guy.
But Hawaii with a little pep in its step.
Yeah, they got a little giddy up in there.
And there is a whole lot of basketball left to be played.
Oh, so much to be played.
Munoz sets the feet, lets it fly, does not hit iron.
That was the look you want. That's a perfect look.
Crockrell got bothered by Da Silva, so he passed it back out. Oh, Munoz reading the pass. In transition. No look to McCoy.
Oh, you like what Juan Munoz is doing. What vision, what eyes, what awareness on the floor.
Crockrell across the lane, able to hit it for his 7th and 8th points of the game.
I love when the guy answers the call and Cockrell says, slow down, everybody.
Well, we've had some classics between these two teams. This is shaping up to resemble one of those.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be another one.
Here's Bernardo. Rapp, can he do it again? Off the heel, no long rebound, tracked down by Henry.
The amazing thing about this run is occurring with Javon McClanahan on the bench.
This is Tillis trying to go to work against McCoy. The jump hook left it short. McCoy stout defensively on that sequence.
Great defense, and then he went and got it. He claimed the basketball.
That's his 7th rebound. Munoz, scoop shot!
Oh yeah, Juan is saying, hey, you haven't seen me much, but I can play.
Munoz with 4, providing a spark at both ends. Crockrell rises up and knocks down another J.
Every time Irvine needs something, who delivers? The maestro.
He's got 10.
Time for Juan. Your time, Juan. Back at you.
The runner. Oh, draws the whistle. The shot doesn't go, though, but we got free throws coming for Juan Munoz. And that gets us to a timeout. 9:55 left to play. Well, UC Irvine snatched control in the first half, but Hawai'i back in the mix. Hawai'i has gotten a couple of sparks from a couple of guys who have not necessarily been the go-tos this year. Ryan Rapp, and also this guy, Juan Munoz, already.
Yeah, Juan Munoz has shown his ability to see the floor, to deliver bad passes, and then to score when needed. Like seeing the fact that young guy is getting some things to happen good for him. He was struggling a little bit. He was feeling frustrated, I know, but it's nice to see him on the floor in meaningful minutes, making a difference.
UC Irvine led by as many as 15 in that first half. Hawai'i able to cut it down to 8 here with 9:55 left to play. Rainbow Warriors back on the floor a couple of nights from now. And we will have that for you. UC Riverside coming into town.
Yeah, that'll be a good one as well. I mean, every game in conference is going to be competitive and important, but this game for the Rainbow Warriors is critically important so that they can keep pace with some of the upper teams. They don't want to fall down in conference standings too early.
Well, you always talk about the importance of protecting your home floor, right? You start to do the math, and obviously the math is most important when the consideration of the application of seeding in the postseason tournament,
especially now that they changed,
is brought up. Exactly. Yeah. So you have the top 2 seeds get that first day bye, and that's important. This is a conference that has traditionally been a 1-bid league into the NCAA tournament, so a lot of this stuff is jockeying for position. But the importance of protecting your home floor and then trying to, as much as possible, you always say, splitting on the road.
Yeah, if you can win at home and split on the road, you're going to be in good position to get a shot at winning conference.
Juan Munoz with that free throw. Now 20 of 22 from free throw line on the season. Morsek in the game here for Hawai'i, playing with 3 fouls. And we're going to get Cody Williams to check into the game. He replaces Noel Coleman. Cody Williams, who missed a handful of games due to a groin injury, working his way back into action here in recent weeks. Irvine by a half dozen. A whole new ball game compared to what we thought we were going to be looking at after the first half. They go to Leuchten. Morsek playing with the 3 fouls. Has to be careful. Leuchten over the left shoulder. They're going to call him for steps.
Let's see, did he travel? Now his right foot's a pivot foot.
Here's Morsek. Drops it off to McCoy. Disrupted, but last touched out of bounds by Irvine.
10 seconds on the must shoot. Are you somewhat surprised that Cody Williams is coming in? Javon McClanahan is not.
Well, the fact that you at this moment have Jovan and Noel Coleman both on the bench is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it is a surprise.
6 seconds to shoot. Here's Munoz. Will launch. And splashes it down!
I'm going to tell you, Juan can do that now. basketball.
And that riles them up here at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Henry on the drive. Lost it on the way up. Williams in transition. And they're going to call a defensive block. And Williams is going to go to the free throw line. Ofure Ujidagele trying to draw the charge. But look at Juan Munoz. That was from distance.
Yeah, that was from the HE of Sheriff. And we've seen him shoot that with such ease an awful lot in this arena.
They're going to say that the foul took place on the floor, so no free throws coming here for Cody Williams. Although for UC Irvine, that's their 6th team foul, compared to just 1 for Hawaii in this second half, mind you.
Yeah, the Rainbow Warriors are doing their job defensively. And now, this is a ball game now.
Rapp, too strong with it, right at the rim. Here's Welling, working in on Morsek. Lost his footing, goes up with it, and finishes the deal. What a good-looking, true freshman this guy is.
Yeah, he's special. He's got strong lower body, and he's skilled.
He's got 10 points, has not missed from the field. Munoz looking like he's starting to feel kind of saucy out there. McCoy, tough drive. No whistle. Now it comes after the miss. And it's going to be on Irvine. And that's going to mean a bonus situation here for Hawaii. So 17 fouls now for Irvine. We've got a 1-on-1 situation on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. Another Irvine-Hawaii photo finish. Also a member of the Anteaters squad. Went on a 2-year mission after graduating from high school in 2021. And this guy has been impressive in just his freshman year. Welling tonight with 10 points.
He's been on a mission, though, so I won't give him credit for being a young guy. He's probably 21 already. But he's playing, and he is a baller.
Second on the team in blocked shots. Averaging 6 points, almost 4 rebounds per game. He hit a 3 earlier in this contest. That was his first made 3 of the season. Doesn't take a ton of them.
I like him. I like his game. I like the way he plays. Big free throws.
Meanwhile, Laurent Ganat, who picked up the technical foul in the first half, probably a little bit happier in the way things have played out from an officiating standpoint in the second half. 17 fouls for Irvine, just 1 for Hawaii, and Morsek at the free throw line, and that almost banked in.
Yeah, and Moore has been a real good free throw shooter this year.
Here's Crockrell, looks it to Welling, who throws it down as Morsek fell to the hardwood.
Cockrell just knows when to and how to deliver the basketball.
That's his 3rd assist. Rapp drops it off to Sek. Tough shot for Moore. Too strong with it. Welling collects the rebound. Ahead, the pass goes. Knocked away by Munoz. And now Hawaii will bring back in 3 starters.
3 fresh guys.
It was an interesting lineup that was out there the last few stretches for the Bows.
Yeah, it was a moment ago. The young freshman flushes the basketball for Irvine, but Hawaii now has some fresh bodies out there.
And McClanahan, Da Silva, Coleman all back into the contest.
I like the lineup with Coleman and Munoz out there.
And there's going to be a blocking foul called on Coleman. And probably fortunate that they did blow that whistle, because it would have been an easy bucket for Henry, who was there cutting to the hoop.
Well, Hawaii, this is only, the 2nd team foul for the Rainbow Warriors right now? So it's a plus and a negative because you don't want to give them new clock all the time, especially when you're chasing.
Henry leaves it short. And Munoz getting extended minutes here tonight.
I like Munoz out there with Javon and Noel. This might be the best scoring team that Hawaii has right there.
A runner by Munoz not there. Rebound collected by Henry. He's got 7 boards. The lead is 7 here for the Anteaters. Crockrell, too strong off the glass. And now McClanahan on the run out. To the rack, blocked. What a defensive play by Hone. And now Irvine with the potential numbers. Hone to the basket, reverse doesn't go, but a foul called against McCoy.
What a play on the defensive end first, and then he comes back offensively, hesitates. Watch this now on the defensive end. He gives some ground, and then he stays distance from the driving guy, and then on this one, he hesitates and then goes underneath with the reverse.
Justin Hone to the free throw line. A 66% free throw shooter on the year. Hawaii 4 of 11 from the free throw line. That's going to be one of the subplots. On the other side, Irvine taking care of the charity stripe. They're 7 for 8 so far. Munoz to the bench. Ryan Rapp back into the game.
Yeah, Juan Munoz gave Hawaii some excellent minutes. Did a great job handling the basketball. It looked like they're stretching him out because, again, he's coming back from that Achilles surgery. It's only been a year. He's trying to get his legs back under him, but when he is out there, he's a difference maker.
Has been tonight, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Hone goes 2 for 2 on that trip.
Nice looking shot at the free throw line. 6 minutes to go in this ball game. A lot of basketball to be played.
9-point advantage here for Irvine. 12 points, meanwhile, for Justin Hone. Just a couple under his year average. Here's Bernardo. McClanahan for 3. Missed it well short, but it caroms off of Ujadugele's foot and out of bounds.
They're going to see did the ball hit the rim?
Yeah, they might take a look. I thought just from our vantage point that it did graze the rim.
It grazed the rim and went straight down.
Double team! And so they'll double check to see if they need to put extra time on this.
And we're almost in prime time in this ball game, and it's a 9-point ball game. Once again, there's a lot of basketball to be played. Yeah, hit the front rim.
Yeah, so a quick review there. Irvine on a 6-0 run here. Little burst after their scoring drought. Hawaii has missed its last 6 field goals. Coleman still scoreless. Kicks to the corner. It's Munoz. 7 seconds to shoot. Bernardo spins, whirls, shot, no, but he's fouled.
Bernardo just willed his way into that basket, taking the shot. He was a little out of control, but he said, I'm going for it.
You gotta love the response by this guy, right? Coming off of a 2-point and 24-minute performance at CSUN, then hits the free throw here. He's got 17. That's 1 off of his season high.
Well, the big free throw is here because he usually goes 1 and misses 1. He's got to hit these 2. Needs to get back in here right now.
Oh, he misses short on that one. So he is exactly 50% tonight, 3 of 6.
Well, he's been 3 of 6, so he's been 50% most of the time this year.
Hawaii back in that zone. Crockrell stopping and popping and hitting. He is so cool under pressure.
He's under control. He's very smart the way he plays, the way he controls things. And you have to like the fact that as a leader, he is the ultimate leader.
Hawaii signals for a timeout. 5:07 left to play. UC Irvine has built it back out to a 10-point advantage. How have they done it? What do you think about these last few minutes here, Artie?
Well, they've got the ball into their leaders' hands, and they've done what they need to do. So it's nice to see that they have responded to the Rainbow Warriors.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and take a break as well. 5:07 left to play. Well, Pierre Crockrell II is definitely not a score-first type of point guard. He is more of a facilitator by trade. However, when necessary, he has the ability to call his own number, and he has done it with effectiveness tonight, Artie.
Well, the most important thing, if you're a guard and a point guard first, you're thinking pass, but you also know when your team needs you, you can deliver, and he has the absolute confidence, and he also has the green light by his head coach, who says he is a winner. He is the guy I want to have the ball in his hands, and he often delivers the right shot or the right pass. Russell Turner has absolute confidence in him.
These two teams have split their regular season meetings each of the last 3 years. Hawaii has won the last 3 here in Honolulu. Can they make a comeback once again? Down 10, Coleman. Here's Munoz. Got it stripped away and ripped away. Yuja Degele. Lost it on the way up the floor, and then he hit the floor like a ton of bricks.
And Juan just has to take care of the basketball. You cannot dribble through traffic. Ooh. That's a heck of a fall right there.
It looked like he slipped right there as he was trying to somehow keep his feet and keep possession of the basketball. Good strip there by Noel Coleman, meanwhile.
When you're in prime time, this is when it matters.
Under 5, 10-point game. Here is Bernardo. It's been his kind of night. 6 seconds. Coleman cannot hit. Still scoreless, but an offensive board to Silva. McCoy for 3. And the rebound off to Keeler. Bernardo da Silva now tying a career high with 12 rebounds to go along with his 17 points. 4 minutes to play. Crockrell, tough shot, twirls it in with Munoz and his hand in his grill.
That's a challenge. I would like to see maybe Noel Coleman on Crockrell.
Lead 12 once again for Irvine. Da Silva off the pass from Rapp. A lot of active hands down there, and the poke away by Hone.
Good job by Hone just going. Bernardo took it down where the guards are. You don't want to if you're a big guy.
Crockrell again. That one rattles and pops out.
And that's a quick shot. I'm sure he could have taken a little time off the clock right there, but he's feeling it.
Another timeout taken meanwhile by Iran Ganat. Hawaii unfortunately experiencing another dry spell. Over 5.5 minutes without a made field goal. Meanwhile, Pierre Crockrell continues his assault. 14 points. Irvine by 12. For the love of the game celebration marking the onset of UH baseball season. Tuesday, January 23rd, right here in this building. You can meet and greet the 2024 Hawaii baseball team live and silent auctions, food stations from popular restaurant locations, beer, wine, soft drinks, a good time to be had by all. Tickets are on sale now at HawaiiAthletics.com. You also have a couple of Hawaii natives who have found their careers in Major League Baseball with Kansas City Royals hitting coach Keone Duren and 2023 World Series champion with the Texas Rangers, former pitching coach now in another position within the organization, Brendan Sagara. They will be part of a panel discussion as well. So check it out, HawaiiAthletics.com.
Well, Javon back in the ball game for the Rainbow Warriors. There's still time, so Hawaii didn't have to pressure, but you've got to score. You've got to score and get some defensive stops.
They haven't scored in over 2 minutes. High leverage execution down the stretch in games has been an issue for Hawaii. McClanahan misses. And the rebound to Tillis.
And Javon had to take the shot because the shot clock had run down. There was only 3 seconds, 4 seconds left to go. If you're Irvine, you take air out of the ball now. but you still play to win. If you get opportunities, you go. If not, the Rainbow Warriors they've got to pressure the ball. You don't have the luxury of sitting back.
Owen with 5 seconds to shoot. Open look for Tillis for 3. Off the heel, no offensive rebound, Henry.
Fresh 20. Now you take time. You got the ball in the hands of your master, the maestro.
De Silva out there near midcourt guarding him. 2 seconds, Tillis got to get it up. Works it up, no. Rebound fought for, Crockwell comes out of there with it. 2 minutes to play, it's still Irvine basketball.
Somebody's got to claim it. Somebody in white has got to claim that basketball.
Crockwell stopping and popping and hitting, he's got 16.
He is so comfortable and so efficient and so confident.
What a huge sequence that was at both ends. Hawaii desperate for a field goal. That one rims out, but last touched out of bounds by Irvine. And Artie, it must be said, this Hawaii team that has lost 5 of its last 7, that has lost 3 straight games on this floor, late game execution in high leverage situations, it has been a difficulty.
Yeah, they've come up short. They've come up short. And like I said, you got to you got to claim it. You have to want it bad enough that you're going to do anything you can to get the basketball.
Tough shot, McClanahan off the mark. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds, and it stays here with Hawaii with 1:21 left to play. Rainbow Warriors with no field goals here, going over 7 minutes of game time. They've missed their last 11 field goal attempts. They have not scored a single point now in 3 minutes and 57 seconds.
That is unbelievable.
And we're going to get a timeout, it appears. Oh, the officials are going to review who touched it last. Under 2 minutes with 1:21 left to play. They're going to make sure they got this out-of-bounds call right. So you look at some of the numbers here. Bernardo da Silva, 17 points, 13 rebounds.
He came out.
13 boards is a new career high. He showed out.
He showed up big time.
A couple other numbers, though, certainly of concern. Jovan McClanahan, who's averaging 16 points a game in Big West play. He has 4 points on 2 of 12 shooting. And Noel Coleman, Artie, he's got the goose egg, 0 for 6 from the field.
That's just incredible because he's such an offensive player. He can score the basketball. For him to come up with a donut in a huge ball game is shocking.
This is a veteran-laden Hawaii team.
Hawaii,
you definitely have
these
some...
are not young. These are old guys.
Yeah, you definitely have some different pieces and different parts, but the main nucleus of that DNA, as Ryan Rapp pulls up and gets a much-needed field goal, it's veteranship. And so it's interesting and peculiar and straight-up head-scratching that some of these late-game scenarios have not played out in their favor on a more consistent basis.
Yeah. In Hawaii right now, you got to trap. You got to trap. You can't sit back and just try and play man defense.
What a pass by Crockwell, but it gets reset out.
Oh, that's just smart basketball.
5 seconds to shoot. Hone going to try to get it up against Williams. He does. Bounces off the rim. Another rebound for Bernardo. Hawaii's got 40 seconds. Down 12. Cody Williams bounces it to Da Silva. Someone's got to get a shot up. It's McCoy. And Irvine secures it. A foul committed by Hawaii. And the reality starting to settle in here with the fans in this building. Hawaii hits an Arctic freeze down the home stretch offensively in this game.
Well, when we walked in, like I said, we walked into this arena tonight, it was cold. And it's gotten colder.
Kira Jacobs into the game for the Rainbow Warriors. And a foul there committed by Hawaii. And so the last 20.8 here on the clock, purely a formality. Hawaii will lose its 4th straight home game for the first time in 12 years.
And you saw moments where the Rainbow Warriors played with great want-to.
Traveling violation called against Tillis. Yeah, a remarkable comeback. Certainly seemed to have more fire in them coming out of the locker room at halftime. And then, again, just hitting the skids offensively down the home stretch. How do you account for that?
I can't. I don't understand it.
Beatty before the buzzer. Not sure what the spread was, but that's about the only way that bucket will have any legitimate relevance. But UC Irvine takes it 60-50. Hawaii made 2 field goals over the final 9 minutes of the game.
That's just that. You can't win. You can't win games if you don't score down the stretch, and that can't happen. I mean, not in the last 9 minutes of the ball game.
They hold a UC Irvine team that averages 78 points a game to 60 points. So you can look at that and say, hey, look, we should have given ourselves an opportunity to be in this game A and possibly win this game B, but Hawaii only able to muster 50 points, and it's a 10-point loss on their home floor. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs.
Coach, your offense really struggled tonight. What did you see?
Well, we're holding on the ball. We're not sharing. We got to do a better job as a staff and put them in better positions. I'm really proud of the group in the second half, especially some guys. Ryan Rapp was great. Cody gave us a couple minutes. We're going to look at different combinations.
You know, also recently at home, this team has struggled putting together 2 halves. Why is that?
You know, I think when you combine some of those free throws and missed bunnies, and there's a combination of things there. I thought we defended well. I thought we rebounded well against a really good rebounding team. Our offense is hurting us right now, but there's some things that are causing that as well. When we're sharing the ball, we're pretty good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Kanoa.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the game. Let's take a look. I think we know where this is going. Pierre Crockrell II, 16 points, 8 of 15 from the field. When they needed him most, he delivered, calling his own number for a guy who is leading the conference in assists per game. And Bernardo da Silva, just under his career high with 17 points. Just under his season high with 17 points. Career high is 20, but 7 of 9 from the field. A career high 14 rebounds and 2 blocked shots. All right, Artie, Hawaii falls to 9-7. They have lost now 6 of 8. They are 1-3 in the Big West Conference. I'll give you the last thought here.
Well, the effort that Bernardo came out with tonight, everybody that plays has got to come out with that same effort. And you got to play for 40 minutes. You can't play for 4 minutes or 5 minutes. I think Rapp came out and did something really special. I think Juan Munoz was really exceptional at certain points in the game. I think Justin McCoy did some things. But as a team, all the guys have to come out collectively, and you have to get over that hurdle. You've got to get over that psychological hurdle now, because you're starting to doubt yourself and you're doubting each other in prime time. You don't want to get into that because it becomes a mental thing. You can do better. You showed for 5 to 7 minutes that you can compete very well with this team. You got to do it for 40 minutes.
Yeah, this is a Hawaii team. You can just see it in the body language. They're hurting right now, and they are in dire need of some good feels here, and they're going to try to get it against Riverside on Saturday.
Well, Kanoa, they should be hurting. They should feel bad. They should not feel good. There should be no smiles going in the locker room. They should leave here angry. They should leave here pissed off, or I guess I shouldn't say that. They should leave here very upset, and they should want to come back in here and try and make a difference on Saturday. This is not supposed to be, oh, it's okay. It's not okay. They are better than this, and they've got to believe in themselves and work together to get better.
Finishing games, it has become an issue here for Hawaii this season. And to close this one out, we mentioned 2 made field goals over the final 9 minutes of the game. They missed 13 of their last 15 shot attempts. All right, that'll do it for us. Don't forget about the post-game show. The Corner Crew will break down UC Irvine, improving to 5-0 on Hawaii's home floor. But for now, for Artie Wilson, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Until next time, we bid you aloha from Mānoa.